Carrera Racing. Here on the right we have a Porsche, orange and white, and then a Ferrari on the left. These cars are very exciting, especially when you see them in person, like at Road Atlanta, Virginia International Raceway. They can do 200 miles an hour on the back straight, and about 150, 160 on the front straight. And they put on an exciting race. We have a nice race today with Carrera, with both of these cars running. Ferrari's going to be on the inside lane, Porsche's on the outside. Have a little bit different angle here on this racetrack. I've hit a bunch of different angles to photograph Carrera Racing. Here we go. 25 lap race. 1, 2, 3. And they're off. Okay, driving too fast. Ferrari, right off the bat. Driving too fast. You cannot drive too fast. You leave the track. Porsche has a little bit of a lead with a spin out from Ferrari. You like Ferrari catching up. Ferrari's going to pass Porsche. Ferrari's on the verge of spinning out here. Can't get traction. Got a good even race going now. Porsche trying to catch up to the Ferrari. This Carrera track is the best track going. Very solid. The electric track, too much bend to it. You can't get the good traction you can with Carrera. So we love Carrera track. Porsche catching up to Ferrari here. You can't get too fast, you'll spin out. Tight race. Porsche just passed Ferrari, it's a tight race, here we go. Nice thing about this slot car racing, when the car wrecks, it doesn't cost you $100,000 to fix it. It's slot cars. Racing can be very expensive. If you're not careful, you can lose your life. Driving too fast, not putting on brakes fast enough. Now racing in Virginia at VRR Raceway. We crossed the line at about 95 miles an hour. And then had to slam on brakes so we could make the next curve. And we wouldn't lose control of the car. That was NHRA Racing. And when our race dragsters there, I don't know how the dragster stopped except for the parachute. They were doing 200 and some miles an hour, about 230 back then. Porsche's full ahead here. You have to be very careful. There's a curve down there. VRR. Road Atlanta is a little bit different. Porsche's got his foot to the floorboard here. He passed the floor and left it. Porsche just went off the track. Here we go. We got driving too fast. Ferrari advances. Porsche driving too fast to the max speed. Porsche still leading Ferrari a little bit. These throttles are very sensitive with the Carrera racing system. They have a lot of speed. You have to have a wide open straightaway to go full speed. They will all leave the track on every curve. The speed is so great. The power distribution is wonderful with Carrera. I love it. Much better than Scalextric and SCX. I've raced both. Porsche trying to pass the Ferrari again. One race, I'm at Road Atlanta in Georgia. I'm watching the Porsche that won the 24-hour Le Mans on the back straightaway. I just photographed it. In the first curve before the back straightaway, and then went on the back straightaway. And it hit a pocket of air, went airborne, turned a 360-degree turn in the air, and landed up, right side up, crashing into a fence. And that was the Porsche that won 24-hour Le Mans. Of course, he was out of the race. I forget who won that day. That was the Porsche that won Le Mans, did that, at Road Atlanta. Into the air, 360 degrees. He came down on 4 wheels, unbelievable. At 200 miles an hour. Ferrari picked up a little bit here. Porsche's still in the lead. Ferrari's trying to catch up. Ferrari's got a good speed. Not driving too fast to spin out. We'll run a couple more laps, call it quits. Nice race. Neatest thing about these races, you don't know who's going to win. You don't favor one or the other. Just press on the throttle, see what happens. Porsche pulls ahead Ferrari. Boy, you better watch out, you're almost driving too fast. Spun out, Porsche. Ferrari advances. Ferrari advances. Right behind Porsche.